The vast majority of the data-related regulations that were rolled out, such as GDPR or CCPA, put a strong emphasis on what is called personal information or personal data. It's a broad term that includes sensitive data, such as a credit card or social security number, but also less sensitive data, such as the age of a person. In any case, businesses which collect such personal information should have a clear overview of where and when they collect that data, how they stored it, and what they do with it. The startups in the data transformation category more specifically help with the storage and usage parts and enable businesses to use the personal information they have collected in a compliant way. At a very high level, most of the startups that I added in the wrapper category work along those lines. Once you have collected personal information, you generally store them in your database. This data is then used by your own product internally or sent to the SaaS and other applications that you use externally, which creates a lot of risks. And what many of the startups in that category are doing is to act as a layer on top of your database. They transform your data so that it's anonymized, but it keeps its structure and meaning. That way, the data which is used in the product or that is sent to other applications is not sensitive anymore, but still useful. The first common use case is to use these synthetic datasets to feed machine learning algorithm or to run statistical studies. Several companies such as Aircolog, Mostly AI, or Tonic offer such synthetic data generator software. Another interesting use case is by Matomic, which detects and tokenizes personal information automatically before it is used in other software. For example, it will anonymize sensitive data which are shared in your internal Slack channels or in your Google Docs. The companies in the Vault category have a different approach and have different use cases. Instead of sending the sensitive data you collect in your own database, you send them in what is often called a data vault, which is operated by these startups or at least with their technology. Once you need to use this data in your product or applications, you can either query the vault to get, for example, a synthetic version of your data, or for some services, you can push your code into the vault so that it's executed inside and this sensitive data never touches your own servers. A major difference between the Vault and the wrapper approach is obviously that sensitive data doesn't touch your servers, which makes security compliance easier since it's a data vault service that bears all the compliance requirements. In the two models that we've covered, data encryption happens on someone's databases or servers, whether it's in your own database or in the third-party provider database. With end-to-end encryption technology, the encryption happens on the sender side and the decryption on the receiver side. There is no encryption performed by the third party in the middle, which is a more secure approach as a whole. So Apple famously uses end-to-end encryption for several of its iPhone apps and services. There are many benefits and challenges which come with end-to-end encryption technology, which go beyond the scope of this deep dive. But the important thing to notice is that there's an increasing number of super interesting startups offering end-to-end encryption technology as a service.